Hey guys, Andrew Bermudez, co-founder and CEO of Digsy AI. Right now I'm driving to get something from Starbucks to give me like a pick-me-up or something. And yeah, I wear glasses, just in case you haven't seen me like that before. Anyway, today I want to talk about personality types, and I don't know much about other personality types, but I know a lot about my personality type. And my personality type, um, from the Myers-Briggs test, is I am an ENTJ. And what I believe that means, if my memory serves me correct, is I am extroverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging. Extroverted means I like to talk to people and do things like that, which is kind of funny because I used to be very, very shy and introverted growing up, especially in high school. For those of my friends that are watching this that knew me in high school. Then N stands for intuitive, where I collect a lot of information, but I kind of follow my gut on things. Thinking means that I am a logical person, that I try, as opposed to going off of things on the surface, I rely on data to make decisions. And then judging is basically I am binary. I have a hard time relating to other people. And basically I make decisions based on logical things and things like that, and that's something I've struggled with my whole life, actually, as I became a co-founder, startup of a CEO, an employer, boss, partner for my co-founder, and things like that. I've had to learn to really step back and explore more deeply this small bit that I have in myself for like compassion, relating to others, and try to sit in others people's shoes. So it's actually a really fun, and it's a really hard personality type, and mainly because of the last part that I mentioned. It's the binary part, the judging part. Um, it's something I struggled with. I'm the kind of person that can just sit down, completely relaxed, non-confrontational, even though ENTJs tend to be confrontational. And I believe, at least for my part, not from anything that I've read or anything like that, it's I am very comfortable speaking with people and telling them straight up what's going on. And in the past, I've had a hard time just relating on or thinking about the words I'm going to use, because the other person on the other end might be a lot more sensitive than I am. And I've gotten better throughout the years, but it's definitely a work in progress. So my advice would be for all those leaders out there and entrepreneurs out there who have the ENTJ personality is, hey, spend a lot of time, reading, exploring, and seeking advice from your mentors on emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence will help you think about people out there, because there's not that many ENTJs out there when you compare it to other personality types. We tend to take charge, we tend to make things happen, but at the same time we can become abrasive really, really quick. And for example, my co-founder Alex really sits me down and says, hey, perhaps you should have said that thing, or perhaps you should have thought about this other thing. So what I've done, as of I want to say a little bit over a year ago, and I've got a year ago I was good, but I would seek advice and things like that and try to incorporate and placate those things into my own personality now, has been, I'll run things by him, and he tends to have great emotional intelligence. So he'll coach me as to what his thoughts are, and then I'll, readjust my strategy or my delivery based on those things. So yeah, the ENTJ personality type's great, but I want to talk a little bit more about that. Right now I'm on hold because I'm in the Starbucks drive-through down the street from my place. So I'll check you back in a couple seconds. So while I'm waiting in the Starbucks drive-through, there's actually cats out here, and then he had a little buddy, and he was fighting. So he's right over there. If you see that, that's one cat. I don't know where the other guy went.
Here you go. Thank you very much.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Day.
You too. Success. This is a coffee frappuccino with almond milk. First time. It's good. It's really sweet though. I think the lady misunderstood me. She said there wasn't any classic on it. I said, oh, okay. I think she thought I meant classic. I have no idea. Classic syrup, that is. So to continue the conversation that we were having, yeah, so ENTJ is actually a really extremely advantageous, but what we have to be careful about, if you find yourself in the same position I am, is the way you speak with people or to people, the way that you communicate with others, because I mean, you are likable at the beginning, but when people start working with you and you start being yourself, where you don't think about the recipient of the information and things like that, I personally tend to think we're all alike, that we want to hear from other people and hear the truth and things like that, and you know, the truth freaking hurts. No matter how easy you say it or how nice you say it. So what's really helped me in these situations have been, I've read a lot. Most importantly, I think my co-founder Alex has been better than a book, simply because he's got that emotional intelligence. He's known me for years, many years actually. We've known each other. I mean, he's married to one of my really good friends, and you know, I knew her before she met him in college, and I knew her right after she graduated high school. So she was friends with all of my friends, and things that have helped is I've read a book called Emotional Intelligence. I've looked at some TED Talks. I've tried to read a lot on the situation as far as, you know, CEOs, leaders, and things like that. One thing that's helped me a lot, aside from my co-founder, has been actually being married, and before being married, dating my wife for 6 years. You know, it's a really interesting being an ENTJ in a relationship. My wife is the most incredible wife for a startup CEO. She is not only funny, she's a nerd. You wouldn't think she's a nerd. You know, she dresses like, she just dresses like a girl and likes to do what girl things likes to do. Likes to shop, I don't know if she likes to shop anymore. I think that changed. But you know, she just loves makeup and, you know, going out, going dancing, but you wouldn't know that she's a software designer. And you know, when I find myself and having to have conversations with her and things like that, because I appreciate her so much, I am cognizant of the relationship. So I've really developed this skill with her, at least, and I'm like exercising with other people to just really have that emotional intelligence, because I appreciate her so much that, as opposed to taking withdrawals from her emotional bank account when we're having conversations, and we're very communicative to each other, we respect each other, and we're very communicative, and we have a great relationship, is I want to be making deposits. So that's been extremely helpful. So if I hope this helps all of you that, you know, find yourself in these situations. Be sure to subscribe at the bottom. I post videos throughout the week, and about, you know, CEO life and tech startup CEO life and things like that. But thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment below if there's any questions. I'll be responding to all of them, so reach out to me. Thank you so much.